Wow. I know what you're thinking. How long is this bubblehead going to talk, right? Before I get started, I want to do one thing. I want to thank our president, Bud Peterson. Let's give him a round of applause. The second thing is I want all you parents to stand up today and point at your son or daughter and say thank you as well. Come on, stand up right now, stand up. Thank you, thank you. Okay, now, before I give my inspiration to these graduates, I have one piece of advice for you parents. I'm a parent of a Georgia Tech graduate as well. My advice to you this morning, change the locks. Congratulations, you guys. I know the pain that you felt the last 4 years. I am so honored to be here this morning. I'm truly humbled to be the junior anything but the junior United States Senator from Georgia. I'm sobered by that responsibility. But I have never been more optimistic about our future because of people just like you. As I progressed through my life's walk, I never dreamed I'd be standing here giving this talk. And no matter what I did in chasing fortune and fame, after today, you'll not remember my name. So today, as I try to inspire your life's reach, my special gift to you will be a really short speech. Be honest, some of you actually thought this day might not happen. Said more accurately, some of you parents thought this day might not happen. But here you are, you persevered, you overcame. This is Georgia Tech. You did that. As you go through life, you're going to meet a lot of Georgia Tech graduates, and the often asked question is, well, when did you get out? Not when did you graduate? It's almost like we did something really bad in high school and they sentenced us to 4 years of hard labor at Georgia Tech. I am so proud of you for what you've already done. That speech this morning is so inspiring to me that you've already done a lot. I am so proud of what you've already done, but more importantly, I look at the potential of what I know you're going to do in your lifetime. You know, I've been very blessed in my career. I've had the opportunity with my family to live outside the country a couple of times, several times actually. I've worked all over the world. I've worked on every continent except Antarctica. And I've learned a lot. I've seen some very strange things. I'm going to share with you probably the strangest thing I ever really saw was on a flight from Chicago to Beijing, one of my many flights to China. And sitting next to me was a guy who had graduated from the University of Georgia, or at least he said he did. So we're into this flight about an hour, and we're having this nice conversation, and all of a sudden we hear this loud noise. And the pilot comes on and says, don't worry, it's a 747. We've lost an engine, but we still have 3, but we will be an hour late. A little bit later, we lose the second engine. The pilot comes on, don't worry, we got plenty of power, but we will be about 2 hours late. In just a minute, we heard another bang. The third engine goes out, and now we're all really nervous, and the guy next to me is almost hysterical. The pilot comes on and says, don't worry, we're over halfway, but we still have 1 engine out there, but we did lose our third engine. The bad news is we're going to be 3 hours late. Now, the guy sitting next to me, by this time, the University of Georgia guy is absolutely hysterical. He says, oh man, first it's 1 hour, and then it's 2 hours, now it's 3 hours. If we lose that fourth engine, we're going to be up here all day. It's too easy, right? It's too easy. During my time at Tech, I really did learn a lot, and some of it was actually useful. I actually learned there's a difference between Georgia football fans and puppies. Yeah, puppies. Puppies actually will one day grow up and stop whining. Today, as you celebrate this great day, I want you to stop just a second, and I want you to imagine. Imagine the unasked question. Imagine the sought-after solution. Imagine the one thing that you can do and no one else can do to make our planet a better place. Over the last 70 years since World War II, we've been blessed in America to see the greatest economic boom in the history of mankind. It was based on three things in my estimate. One is innovation. Two, capital formation. Three, the rule of law. I'm here to tell you as a graduate of an engineering school that innovation is right at the center of our future. Just look at the world about the time most of you were born. Intel had just released its first ever Pentium processor, if you can believe that. Jurassic Park, for the first time, beat out E.T. as the highest grossing film ever at that time. The Dow Jones Industrial Average passed 3,500 for the first time, compared to 18,000 earlier this year. And oh yeah, remember, Al Gore invented the internet. Thanks, Al. And during your lifetime, we've eradicated polio. We've cloned Dolly the sheep. We put the world's total aggregate of knowledge on your iPhone. However, we've seen 19 terrorists hijack 4 planes, kill 3,000 people right here on American soil, and change the world as we knew it. Today, the world faces two major crises. One is a global security crisis. We see now the evidence of that right here at home. The world may be more dangerous right now than at any time in my lifetime. The second crisis is a global debt crisis. It threatens not only our national security, but our very way of life. Actually, these crises are why I decided to run for the United States Senate, having never done anything like this in my life. There's a country song that says, "I wish I didn't know now what I didn't know then." I do not want to be a member of the first generation that has to tell you that we're leaving you a world that's worse off than the one my mom and dad left me. Doesn't have to be that way, but it's going to be up to you to help us change that. After my first year in the United States Senate, however, I have never been more encouraged about our future. Yes, we've got great challenges, but America has always risen to the crisis of the day because of people just like you and me. This time will be no different. As a matter of fact, today we stand on the brink of the great next economic boom. It'll make the last 100 years pale in comparison if we just do a few things correctly. My hope for you today focuses on two things: progress and service. You may recognize that. That comes from the Georgia Tech motto. Collectively, you're better prepared than any generation before you to provide technological innovation over the next 30 years. You also have a better heart than any other prior generation. Your willingness to serve is already demonstrated by what you've been doing the last 4 years. For some of you, 5 years. If you focus your energy, as you heard already this morning, there is no limit to what you and we can do to make this world a better place. With that in mind, I want you to stop and imagine the next 20 years. 20 years from now, I want you to imagine a world without hunger. Imagine a world without cancer. Imagine a world that doesn't have to burn fossil fuels for energy. Imagine a world full of technical innovation that we can't even imagine today. I want to show you something today. Now, a lot of people your age don't believe this, but there really was something when I was at Georgia Tech called a post-select slide rule. Hey, this sucker still works. It got me through Georgia Tech. Now, let me show you the other. This is my iPhone. This can connect me through any search engine to the full aggregate of humankind knowledge. Now, as you're standing here, one of you in a few decades might be standing here, and I want you to imagine talking about how antiquated that iPhone is, and think about what's going to be in this hand. Imagine Look, if we can put the world on my iPhone, why can't we cure Alzheimer's? If we can put a man on the moon in 10 years, why can't we put a woman on Mars? And if we can bring down the Soviet Union with the strength of our economy and the power of our ideas, why can't we defeat terrorism once and for all? Well, of course we can, but you're going to have to play a major role in helping us try to do that. And as you take us there, I want to share with you very quickly 5 things that I've learned from people of greatness throughout my lifetime around the world. Number 1, listen, listen, listen. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Number 2, never let yourself get comfortable. Take risks, push your limits. Never fear failure. 3, there's always someone smarter. Outwork them. Never quit, never quit, never quit. 4, believe in yourself, but never take yourself too seriously. Stay true to who you are and never, ever forget where you came from. 5, maintain your integrity at all costs. Trust your instincts. Get in the fight. Dare to make a difference. The American dream and the inspiration of our founders are the reasons we have the opportunities we have today. We can no longer take our position in the world for granted. We can no longer take our standard of living for granted. And no, we can no longer take our freedom for granted. Ronald Reagan once said, freedom is never more than 1 generation away from extinction. We don't pass it down in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and passed on so they can do the same. Or one day, in our sunset years, we'll be telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in America when women and men were free. Georgia Tech has prepared each of you. Your parents have prepared each of you. And yes, you have prepared yourself to do something truly remarkable with your life. The question is, will you do it? That's the universal question, isn't it? Some of you will. All of you can. Let me share with you one quick story of greatness that just happened. In this year's New York City Marathon, there were 2 unusual participants from right here in Cobb County. Brent Neese and Kyle, his brother. Kyle suffers from cerebral palsy, and Brent was going to push his brother in his wheelchair the full distance of that marathon. They got about halfway, and everything was going well, but then the back wheel fell off. Brent tried to carry Kyle, but it was just obvious he wasn't going to make it. Coming upon that scene was a young woman who, without hesitation, stopped, grabbed that wheelchair, and helped push that boy through the finish line. Now, you know, finishing a marathon is a tremendous accomplishment. You get a t-shirt, you get a decent time, you train for a year, and that woman gave all that up. She and others are the true winners of this year's New York City Marathon, in my view. That's the mark of true greatness. That's what America is all about. Each of you has that type of greatness within you. You've demonstrated it already, some of you. I want you to now think about how do we take mankind on a different course. How we can achieve a world a world of lasting peace, a world without hunger, a world without racism or ethnic strife, a world with equal opportunity for every individual, and a world where each of us is not valued by what we have or by what we believe, but by who we truly are. Greatness is sometimes thrust upon you by circumstance or timing. Other times, greatness is sought across a broad expanse of opportunity. But however you come across this elusive siren, be bold, be powerful, and yes, be great. It's your destiny. We're Georgia Tech. You will do that. As you leave today, be very fearful to not imagine greatness and run like hell into that vast unknown called life. Thank you. God bless you. And as George P. Burdell would say, go Jackets and to hell with Georgia!